We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles
and the Washington Commanders.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 17. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Check.
Now Jones.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10. Under 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and a yard, Hurts. He's able to get it to Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And he finds Howard complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Let's make these babies crawl and bring back home. Mike 13. 3 balls.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Mike 17. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike 17. I'm scared.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Like 17. 19, Mike 17. Hey, tight down. There you go. 17's Mike.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
13, Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. Go. Mike 13. 69. Mike 13.
Jones on third down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On first down, they'll go. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exact.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jones. It's caught. Decker.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch 85. Go 85. Watch 85. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Mike 13.
Back to throw again. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this throw caught left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's caught by Coleman.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gibson again. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This pass complete to Melton.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he goes out right around the 39.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 39, Hurts. And now here is another interception.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Forced out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Get that ball. Let's get that ball.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's coming. Check in. Oh, get him. Get him. Mike 13. Hey, come on.
Back to throw. Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the slip.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 13.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 13.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders,
it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.